And we are live. Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you very much for joining me for this Tabletop Simulator playthrough of Route East. As always with these live playthroughs, please let me know in the chat if you can hear me and you can see me okay. The chat is not on screen for this one, but I do have it on a second screen. So Route East is actually going live on Kickstarter in 3 hours' time. I'm currently recording this at 3 o'clock in the afternoon on Tuesday, and at 6 o'clock today, GMT, Route East is going live on Kickstarter. Joining me today is Johnny. Good afternoon, Johnny.
Hi, how you doing?
Doing good, doing good. Now, you are one of the designers of this game, is that right?
Yep, absolutely. Started designing it about 14 months ago now, so it's been a fun journey so far.
Yep, and this is your first Kickstarter, is that right?
Yep, and first board game.
First board game and first Kickstarter, so good luck in advance for the Kickstarter. It's a difficult market out there. But tell us a little bit about this game. Because, well, in fact, before you do, I'll tell the viewers a little bit of a story about this game. As a content creator, I get quite a lot of emails from publishers wanting me to cover their game on the channel. That's just a normal thing that content creators get. Some of those emails come from relatively well-established publishers for big games that you might have heard about. But a lot of the emails I get are from people like Johnny, first-time designers with their game. And I'll be honest, I'm not able to cover all of the games that I get offered. Now, some of those emails that I get are very generic emails, and it's obvious that it's a generic email that's been sent out to everybody, and they're just looking for people to cover their games. The one that I got for this game was a personally written email where it was very obvious from reading the email that they knew who I was, and they wrote me this email, and there was something very, very special about this email because it's based on a true story. So, Johnny, tell us about this true story.
So, so the whole game is based on an adventure that me and my friend George did back in 2017. So we set out in a little car, a little 20-year-old Nissan Micra, actually, from London all the way through to Mongolia. An adventure that took 2 months. It's about 11,000 miles altogether and took us through about 18, 19 countries altogether. And the adventure happened. We came back home. You get home and think, let's board game. But what then happened is, I don't want to bring up the COVID word, but back in December 2020, we were there in the evenings, run out of Netflix. What do? We'd run out of all the board games that we got on our shelf. Right. And to be honest, quite a big collection of games. And we thought, well, let's just make a game,
Yeah.
So we stuck together 6 pieces of A4 and started drawing lines. And if you look back, we've kept all the prototypes that we've got of this game. This is version something, 15, 20. And that's kind of how it all started. Just being like, oh, let's just try and recreate our adventure, our travels in a time when we can't do any of that.
So a couple of questions. In that email that I got sent at the end of last year, the car had a name, is that right?
Yes, Judith.
Judith. Why have you named a car Judith?
Judith is Judith because she was owned by Judith.
Oh, right, okay.
So at the point that we're trying to find, it's not very inventive calling the car after the owner of the car, but we were looking for the perfect car to take us on this big adventure. And I'll be honest, she was the classic. I said the car was the classic kind of one female owner, 25,000 miles on the clock, serviced every year, 2 sets of keys, but 25 years old and a bit of a banger.
Right.
And the lady that we collected it from was called Judith. She decided not to drive anymore. She was 94, and that's how she got her name. Okay,
and where is Judith the car now?
Wow, that's a bit of a sore point, to be honest.
Oh, right, okay.
We've touched a nerve. So we put Judith on like a massive train, a freight train. Yeah. And actually, there's a freight train in this game, which hopefully you guys will come across. And Judith kind of came all the way back into Europe to Estonia, which was the easiest place for us to pick up. And unfortunately, it was going to cost us about £3,000.
Right.
To pick.
Your audio is dipping in and out.
And is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
It wasn't doing it when we did the test earlier on, but it seems to be dipping in and out a bit now.
Okay, let me know if it continues.
So the bit we missed is it got to Estonia and then something about £3,000.
Yeah, so Judith got to Estonia, and it was going to cost us a lot of money to go and pick her up. So we
Right.
decided to sell her to a local over there. So she's
Okay.
probably doing the rounds, doing takeaways maybe,
Right.
or doing the family school run every day. We don't know. We just hope that she's still kicking away.
Excellent, excellent. Right, okay, so let's jump into the game itself. What we're going to be doing today is we're going to be doing a 2-player playthrough today. Johnny's going to be teaching us, and I'm joined by Linda. Good morning, Linda.
Hello, hi.
I say good morning because Linda's all the way over the other side of the world. So thank you very much for joining me this morning.
Thank you for having me.
And what we're going to be doing is, rather than Johnny teach us every single rule of the game and then we start playing, he's just going to teach us the basics and what we need to know to get started, and then he's going to be teaching us the rest of the rules as we go. Me and Linda haven't played the game before. We haven't read the rule book, so we're going into this cold. Over to you, Johnny. Give us an introduction of the game.
Cool. Well, as you guys know, you need to get from Istanbul to Shanghai. But in your hands, and your viewers might not be able to see that because only you guys can see them, you've got 3 attractions. So these will be across the map, each in a different country, and you need to tie them in to your route as you get to Shanghai. So you must visit each attraction before you get to Shanghai in order to be crowned the winner.
Okay, now these attractions were drawn at random from a deck at the start of the game, but each attraction is keyed to a specific country, and you have to have 3 cards from 3 different countries. If you don't have 3 cards from 3 countries, you have to basically take one, put it on the bottom, and draw a replacement. I said I don't know how to play, but we did this off camera. So when I drew my cards at the start, I actually had 2 cards from the same country, so I've got rid of one of them. And just for the audience watching at home, this is one of the places we need to go to. I will look at where that is on the map in a minute. This is another place I've got to go to, and this is another place we've got to go to. So I need to identify those on the map so that I know where I'm going. Right, okay.
Absolutely, and I'm actually watching the stream. You've got an interesting collection of cards.
Oh, brilliant.
You really plan that route quite carefully, and there might be some different types of routes in your options. So go from Istanbul to Shanghai. Make sure you tick off those attractions. Obviously, anything's never that simple. You need to plan a route that gets you there in the most efficient way.
Right.
But there's a couple of things that you need to think about on your way as well. So in your hand, you've got $450. And every single morning, you'll need to pay for your accommodation.
Okay.
So this might be a hostel, which is shown on the map in the small kind of lime green circles. And then you've got... cool. We're both pointing them to now. And then the larger green circles with a star in, they are hotels. And they will cost you $50. So hostels... are $25, hotels are $50. And you can also stay on a border. So they're the black circles with the 2 lines in.
Yep.
And you can stay for free in a border. The reason we did that is a number of times on our trip, we spent some very long, cold nights sleeping in the car at borders. But it didn't cost us anything, so that's great, right?
Yeah, okay.
So you need to watch your money. You'll see throughout the game there's banks. All you need to do is pass through one of those and you are able to pick up a card from the bank card pile. So they're our ATMs. Just by passing through one of those, you can pick up a card, but it is a bit of luck there. So you may get a $50 note, you might get a $100, you might get a $200. So you might want to go back onto the bank a few times just to replenish whilst you're doing the whole kind of topping up thing, and then carry on your way.
Now, speaking of money, just before we carry on, the physical game is going to come with notes, but for Tabletop Simulator, we're just using one of these electronic counters because it's a little bit easier. Just so you know that the game is not going to come with an electronic counter for your money. We're just using that for the online playthrough because it makes it a bit quicker. Okay, so money's important, and we need to visit the 3 landmarks.
Yes, exactly. And in terms of on your go, the other thing I'll just talk about before you do that in terms of resources is fuel. So you'll see across the map, you've got loads of fuel stations, the blue fuel stations.
Yep.
I'd say there's one in each country, but that's a lie and that's on purpose. There's 1 or 2 countries maybe where you won't find any fuel.
Okay.
So as you're driving along, and I'll talk about how many moves you get in a moment, you get to a border, you'll actually finish your turn on a border unless you've got a special action card. So you must or you can't just pass through on the same day, purely because there's loads of border checks to get through. And as you go through the border the next day, you make your border crossing, you need to hand over a fuel token. So you'll notice on the setup, you've already got one there. We'll start with 1 fuel token. You need to hand this over at the border in order to be able to pass through. So
Okay.
as you're kind of navigating through the map, you'll need to go to a fuel station to pick one up. There are some action cards in the deck at the top right-hand side, which will kind of bypass the need for a fuel token. It's a kind of a replacement. But if you don't have that, you do need that physical token to get through.
Yeah. Okay.
And just to jump about for a second, that's a really key part to kind of the strategy of the game. So you need to think ahead. If you're going to go into a country without fuel, and to give one away, Uzbekistan kind of 2 o'clock on the map has no fuel station. So if you get in there without enough fuel, you might not get out.
Right.
But it also provides your teammates and competitors with quite strategic times, because there are some actions that they're able to do that will steal fuel from you.
Okay.
So, for example, say you're at a border, you've got your one fuel token, you're ready to go the next day, you've got everything planned out, and then Linda comes along and steals your fuel token. Your plan is completely screwed up, and you'll end up having to go back into country, get some more fuel, go back to the border. So anticipating what your competitor might do and sort of just kind of preparing for that will help you a lot.
Okay. Right.
Cool. Right. So last thing, main thing really. So on your go, you've got 3 moves. So each go, you have a kind of a base of 3 moves. You will pick an ignition card at the start of your go. That's unless you're at a border, in which case you pick a border card. So if you're in a country on any place, ignition card. If it's on a border card.
Border card. Okay.
You might get an extra move. You might get 1 move knocked off. But so you'll have kind of 3 moves or 2 moves or 4 moves. You can move. You can do 2 things, or a combination of 2 things with your moves. You can move places, and they're clearly marked on the map. Or you can pick up an action card. So you swap 1 move for 1 action card.
Right.
And that can be a combination of the 2 things. So you can move 2 places and pick up an action card. You can move 3 places, pick up no action card. You get the idea, right?
Okay.
And it's those action cards that will give you those kind of secret weapons, strategy elements to attack your component or get a little bonus or sneak through a border without anyone noticing, those sort of things. So you play the game how you want to go. Do you want to go fast? Or do you want to take your time and just arm yourself with those kind of secret weapons to attack your other player and give you some perks?
Right. Okay. And the winner of the game, presumably, is the player who arrives first in Shanghai, having visited each of their 3 specific landmarks.
Absolutely.
Right. Okay. Shall I go first then?
I have a couple questions.
Yep.
Sure.
What happens if you visit a landmark you don't have a card for?
Then you have a great time there, you see a new place, you learn a new thing, and you carry on.
Okay. And how many action cards can you have?
So you should have 3 action cards. Did you say action cards, sorry, or attractions?
Action.
Action cards, yeah. So you can hold up to 5 action cards in your hand at any one time, but it won't stop you picking up more. You can pick up an additional 3, but you just have to discard 3, and it can be the new ones you picked up or some that you already have. So you can strengthen that hand by picking up extra ones and discarding some. And actually, one thing I missed out, sorry, is in terms of playing these action cards. So to pick up an action card will cost you 1 move, but you can actually play. You can put down and use up to 2 action cards on at any time on your go. So it doesn't use moves to actually play the card. It just uses the move to pick it up.
To pick up the card. Got it. Okay, just before we start, can I just ask a quick question about the different routes? Because we've got some dotted lines and we've got some red dashed lines.
Yeah, good point. I should have covered that. So your standard white lines, they're just normal roads. They'll take you from A to B, pretty easy. Your dotted lines, they're your dirt roads. And on our adventure, we found that not all dirt roads are guaranteed. So here you'll have to roll the dice. If you get an even number, you pass through successfully. You'll need to try and roll again or try the next day.
Okay.
On the red dashed line, the double dashed line, that's a toll road. So often there'll actually be a slightly quicker way to get from A to B, but with that comes a cost. So you'll be paying $25 to travel on any red road.
Which is printed on here. Got it. Okay, so it says on here the roads. Yeah, that's clear. It's got it printed there, which is good. Okay, so if I make a start.
Yeah, sure.
So the first thing I do is I draw an ignition card. Is that right?
Yep.
Right. So we're going to draw an ignition card. Now these have been shuffled. So we'll draw it and we'll see what it says. It says no problems today. Off you go. So I've just got my 3 moves to take.
Yeah.
Right. Well, obviously my first move is going to be to here. My second... Oh, okay. So Now, getting fuel from a fuel station, do you have to stop there, or you just get it if you go through?
So I probably didn't say it clear enough, but you've only got 3 options in terms of staying overnight. You must finish your turn on a hostel, on a hotel, or at a border. There's one exception is there is a tent card in the action cards, and that means you can stay in an attraction, but you absolutely can't stay overnight at a fuel station or a bank. That's
fine, but can you get fuel by just passing through?
Yeah, exactly.
Right, got it. Okay, so I'm just going to quite simply move 1, 2, and then 3. And I have driven past the bank, and I'm staying at a hostel. So do I pay at the start of the turn or at the end?
No, you'll pay your next day. You pay the next day.
Because you pay when you leave, right? Okay. Exactly. So I think that's my go done. I just moved 3 spaces, and didn't take any action cards. So
that's it. That's your go done.
Okay. So Linda, you draw an action card, an ignition card. Sorry.
Oh, sorry.
So just flip that over. What have we got? You get drunk and drop your wallet.
What?
Now, what have we been telling you, Linda? Those late nights out.
To be honest, Istanbul is a brilliant city. I love it. It's beautiful. But you also might have an opportunity in Istanbul to go out and enjoy the bars there as well. Yeah. So.
Now, how many of these event cards are based on real life events?
All of them.
Right. Okay. So this did actually happen.
Yes, it did.
Yeah. Okay.
We were actually in Ashgabat in Turkmenistan when that happened.
Right, okay. Right, but Linda does get 3 moves.
Yes, yeah.
I'm going to do something similar. I'm going to there.
Okay.
Okay.
You go 1, 2, 3, and you go there. Right, okay. So, my go, start of my turn, I have to spend...
Yep. So you'll always draw an ignition card first.
Okay.
Opportunity there to get away without paying your accommodation.
Okay. Oh, I skipped breakfast and saved £25 on the cost of my accommodation. Okay, so I didn't pay that.
Yeah. So you're at a hostel, which is $25, so it's free. If you're at a hotel, you just pay half price.
You pay for right. Okay, got it. And now I've got 3 moves. So I'm going to go 1 to here. And now, do I just take a fuel token?
Yeah, just take it and put it on your pile. Remember, you've already got your 1 starting fuel token, but if you're planning ahead, then it makes sense.
Yeah, and I'm going to go 2, and then I'm going to go 3. So I'm now on the border, and my turn ends there.
Okay. Yeah,
is that right?
That's absolutely right. I would question your navigation a little bit because I have seen attraction cards, but I'm going to leave it up to you.
Oh, hang on a minute. Am I getting my geography wrong? So, that's where that is.
You might have a plan. I don't want to get in the way of that.
No. You're absolutely right. Yeah. Okay. No, you're right. I'm going to undo that. So 1, 2, 3. Let's put that fuel token back. Yeah. Paul and geography is not normally a good mix. So I'll just go 1, 2, 3 this way. Now the problem with this is it's going to cost me my fuel token to get across the border, isn't it? It
is, yes. But thinking of where you may be heading, there might be a bit of a circular route you can do to collect some more.
That's what I'm thinking, to get that there. Yeah, no, that's fine. So I've spent 3 moves. I've gone there. I've not drawn any action cards, so I am done.
Cool.
Right. So over to Linda. You draw an ignition
card.
What have we got? Puncher.
Linda's not having a good time so far.
However, Linda can spend her entire moves drawing 3 action cards, which is worrying.
Yes.
And now Linda will get to see what those action cards are. Okay, right. My go. Now, I'm on a border, which means I don't draw an ignition card. I draw a border card. Is that
Absolutely.
right?
Yep.
Okay, and I don't pay anything because I'm sleeping in the car.
Yep.
Okay, so we've got the border's closed. Okay, so basically that's it. I'm stuck at the border.
That's it. Yeah, a very real life situation, to be honest, as well.
So where did that happen to you?
Where did it not happen to?
Right, okay.
Turkmenistan, Uzbekistan, Kazakhstan. Those borders, they invent their own rules, to be honest.
Right. Okay.
I was about to ask if you'd rigged the deck, but yeah.
Right. So let's see if you fix the puncher.
A generous local paid for your accommodation last night.
Nice. Okay. So you've got these action cards in your hand, and I don't know what's going to happen to them, but we'll find out, I guess.
Yes, you will.
Uh-oh. So it looks like you are visiting this place in Turkey.
Is
I
that one
am.
of your attractions, Linda, or are you just sightseeing?
It is one of the
my-
attractions.
So
Right.
on that attraction card, you'll also see there's a perk at the bottom, which
yeah.
you redeem now.
Yay.
Pick up a fuel token. Nice. Okay. So Linda has been
And
to
then I
one of
s-
the places that she needs to go to. Okay.
Do I still get my other 2 moves?
Yeah, you do. You still got 2
Yeah.
moves to go. Just a reminder that you won't be able to stay overnight at an embassy.
Oh, is that what that is?
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
So in this case, you could finish there and pick up an action card, or if you've got an action card that gives you an extra move, that would be a good
Okay.
time to use it then.
So what are the embassies then?
You'll find out if you run out of money.
Oh, right. Okay.
If you're in an embassy, something's gone wrong.
Yes. Okay. Right. So start of my turn. I'm at the border. Let's see if I can get across this time. I'm going to shuffle the deck actually. Oops. Wrong button. Shuffle. There we go. Right. What have we got? $50 to pass this border and pay 1 fuel token. So the 1 fuel token, is that in addition to the 1 extra, or is it always?
No, that's just a reminder to pay.
That's just a reminder.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to spend $50 and I will spend my 1 and only fuel token. And I've gone past the border. So I've got 3 moves.
You're through. Yeah.
So I'm going to go 1, 2. And I think... Now, can you stop there? You can't stop there, can you? No, so I've got to carry on.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but I have visited this place, which I'm not going to try and pronounce. How's this pronounced, Johnny?
Asking me. I think it's something like that.
Okay.
Strangely
What is it?
enough, actually, there's a church in Bisketa that our illustrator got married at.
Oh, right. Okay.
Very, very randomly,
Right.
and in the key art of the game, it's probably just slipped under the logo, to be honest, on the box. She's actually just drawn the little church that she got married
Nice.
at. And there's a little her and her husband little picture there as well, which is quite
Right. Okay. So I get 2 action cards when I visit that location.
cute. Oh, brilliant!
There we go. We'll have a look at them in a minute. And then I've moved 1 more to land on the hostel. So it's
Yeah.
Linda's go. I'm going to have a look at my action card. Now, just remind me, these action cards, you say it doesn't cost a move to play them. You
No.
just play them whenever you can.
So the official rule is you can play up to 2 before your last move. So if you have 3 moves,
Okay.
you can't have taken your 3rd move before you play them.
Right. Got it. Okay.
Just whilst Linda works out what she wants to do next, there are some action cards that are really key to the timing that you play. So there's what we call a freight train in there. You can literally board a train and you can hurtle 8 spaces through a single country. So it gives you a massive advantage. Playing that at the right time will be really key.
But it's
There's
within
only-
1 country. Right. Okay.
within
Yeah.
1 country. Yeah. Okay, so it looks like Linda's playing a magic roll.
Okay. What's this then? Use this to
Yeah,
rig the
well,
dice and roll any number you want to. Okay.
Because I have to have a even number.
No,
correct?
that's the toll route. So you don't need to roll for that. The where you roll is the white dotted lines.
Oh.
But good to know that you've got that card, just
Yeah.
for future reference.
No, it's not.
So $25 to get through this toll road.
Well, I guess I'm committed to going that way now.
Yeah, because otherwise you're going all the way back.
That's the end of my. Oh, I don't pay till next turn. That's the end of my move.
Yeah. Okay.
And
Right.
did you pay your accommodation this morning, Linda?
I don't know if she did.
I did not.
Shocking.
In
In fact, did you draw a card?
Did you draw an ignition card?
I did not.
Okay, there we go. Let's shuffle them.
I apparently am cheating everywhere.
Yeah,
I
you
was so
got-
excited about the magic dice that I forgot.
Oh, overheated car. What is it with your
Two
car?
moves down.
It's 2 moves.
I apparently have an old clunker.
Right. Okay. So my go. Somebody's broken my mirrors overnight. I've got to pay $25 to replace them.
Yeah, that
Shocking.
happened to us in Istanbul. We were really gutted because we'd polished every part of Judith, and she was
Yeah.
shining and beaming, and someone came and broke our wing mirror, which was really annoying.
Right. So I've done that, but I've still got 3 moves,
Yep.
which will be 1, 2, 3. No, I'll tell you what. I'm just going to move 2.
I was going to literally just say that.
Yeah, I'll move 2. I pick up some fuel on the way, and it means then I get an action card.
Yeah. Because
Okay.
you're gonna, yeah, exactly.
Because you've got to stop at the border, haven't you?
Exactly, yeah. So
Yeah.
you may as well pick up that action card.
Yeah. Okay.
Right.
Got it.
Ignition card first.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. How do I do this with a flat tire and
So far, Linda's got drunk, got a puncture, and then thought she'd try and catch up by speeding, and it didn't really work.
No.
I'm fun to travel with though.
So $50 fine, and then you're going to have to pay for the toll road as well.
And I have to pay for my overnight.
You do, yeah.
Oh yes, yeah, which is a hostel.
Yep, so I'm down to 300 and the road's 25.
Wow, just pressing that button, Linda. It's just-
I suspect Linda might be off to the embassy at some point soonish.
So I'm gonna go there.
That's 1. At least you can get to the border.
2, 3.
3. Yeah. Okay.
Cool.
So my go. I've slept through my alarm. I only get 2 moves today, which is fine because I only need 2 moves. So that's me.
Well, you need to roll first.
Oh
see-
yeah, because it's a dotted line. I didn't see that.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So I need
That'll do.
evens. Yes. Got it. Right. Okay. We've arrived at the border. Linda, you'll go.
I have to draw a border card,
You
correct?
do. Yes.
Let's see what fantastic mayhem I have at the border.
Nothing special. $25 to pass and 1 fuel token.
It could,
So
but that's pretty good.
can I play event cards to offset border cards?
Yes. What event card are you thinking? An action card, yeah? So what's that one?
Wrong placement.
There we go. Free fuel pass. Okay.
Yeah, well, you can use that if you want. One suggestion I would have, obviously we know that you've got it now, but when you've got a fuel token on the table, you're kind of vulnerable to it being stolen. So the way I do it personally is I will use everything kind of physical, that those actual fuel tokens first, because the cards are harder to be stolen. But you
Okay.
play how you want.
Okay. So a fill token and $25. Is that's on top of the regular 25?
No, it's normally free to cross a border. It's,
Yeah.
it's
Oh,
just the fuel.
correct.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Um,
Right. And where are you off to then?
what was my plan? Is that a correct line?
That's another where your piece is. That's a border. That is.
Yeah. So I don't think you can. I don't think the black lines are roads. The black lines are the borders.
Yeah.
So from there, you're looking at here first.
One.
So that's a roll road. That
It
second
is,
one.
but we know Linda's got the special card.
Ah, yeah, that's true. This would be the perfect time to play it.
You guys just know everything that's in my hand.
There you go.
I'll just set it to a 4
My favourite number.
and then move to this border.
You
Cool.
arrive at the border with Azerbaijan. Right. Okay. So my go. I'm starting the game. Starting the turn on the border. So let's have a look. Let's see if it's open or closed. It's $50 to pass and a fuel token. Okay. So I'll spend the fuel token, and I will spend my $50. And now I've got 3 moves. Now there's a Caspian Sea here. Takes 2 full turns to cross, or roll a 6 to cross straight away.
Yep.
Okay, well, I don't want to do that because I need to go to Iran. So think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to land on this fuel stop.
Just remember, you won't be able to stay there overnight. So
Of course, yes. So I can't actually do that.
No, you'll need to come back and stay the night there
Okay,
first.
in which case I'll just go... Yeah, I'll just do 1, 2, 3, and I'll stop there.
We've got some action cards that might help, maybe.
I was thinking about it, but I think...
They're quite nice to hold on to. I'm always a bit reluctant to give them away.
Well, there's a brilliant place where I could use it. A very, very big country. However, I need to go to somewhere in the middle of that country. So, no, I think I'll play it now. We'll see what happens. So I'm going to play a freight train.
Oh no, sorry. I thought you meant I was talking about fuel actually.
Oh right, okay. So no, from the border, I'm actually going to play freight train. So I get to move up to 8 spaces within one country, but attractions are not counted as visited, and I can't pick up fuel tokens or bank tokens on the way. Must be played as your first move and immediately ends your turn. So I'm basically taking a freight train all the way to here.
Okay.
And
Well, that's your day. So yeah.
Yeah, that's my go done. So let's just pop these back on.
I guess that answers my question about whether 2 people can be on the same.
Yeah, they can. This is why we've made the actual tokens in TTS very similar to the ones in real life.
They're stackable. Yeah.
So they can be stackable. Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm paying for my lodging.
Oh, so you're at a border, so it's free.
It's a border. It's free.
Oh.
Just sleep in the car.
I'm so used to everything happening.
The overheating car with the flat tire and the broken windows, broken mirrors.
All right, so I got a border card.
It's a border card. Yep. You give the border card cookies. Pass on through. Okay.
Also a real life story.
Also a real. Where did you get the cookies from then?
You know what? By the time we were in kind of Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan sort of area, we'd always do a little shop before we got to a border.
Right.
And we'd normally kind of find out a bit before it was in demand in that specific country, but we'd always just, it's always good to have a few bribes on hand if you need them.
Right.
All right.
Okay, so 3 moves.
I think I'm gonna do 1 to hit the bank.
Yeah. So you draw a bank card.
Oop.
And see how much money you can get out. 200. Wow.
That was CE3 for
That's
a while.
A big
one. And then I'm just gonna move back out.
Move back 3. Yeah. Okay. So you dipped into Azerbaijan to go to the bank. Right.
A good strategy, to be honest.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm drawing a border card at the start of my turn, and it is. Oh, press the wrong button. $50 to pass the border and a fuel token.
Yep.
Now, didn't I already do this? Because I don't have a fuel token.
So, have you got an action card?
I don't.
Oh, that's what I was.
Oh no, I do. Sorry. Yes, I thought I had. Free
brilliant.
fuel pass. Right. Okay, but I still have to spend the $50. I thought I'd messed everything up.
Yes. Yeah, you do.
Okay, so there's your $50.
In that case, you'd have had to turn around and head back to the fuel
station. Right. Okay, got it. I see. I got 3 moves. I'm going to go 1, 2 to the bank, 3, because the bank cards these are that 200 each, aren't they? Yeah.
Let's have a look.
Not my bank.
You just stuck that on mine.
Yeah.
Well, things have changed a little bit. Linda's on 400 in the bank.
I know. Right. Okay. So that's me done. So Linda, you have to pay your hostel fees of 20. Well, actually, you draw a card first because it might be free, or it might cost more. What you got?
This country has great fuel. Take 4 moves.
4 moves.
Today.
Okay, so you still have to pay your hostel cost of 25, but you do have 4 moves.
That's going to be perfect.
That's worked out quite well, hasn't it?
Oh, it's perfect.
It depends where you're going.
It's Lynn. 2, 3,
Oh,
4.
I see. You're going over there. Right, okay.
And you
And
get
I get a field
field.
token.
So you're going to do the Caspian Sea. Right, okay. I see. Right, my go. I'm drawing an ignition card. You give another team a toe. Choose a player to give you $25. I'll have $25, please, Linda. Thank you very much.
And actually, in a 3-person game or 4-person game, you'll find that as people get further ahead in the game, they ganged up upon.
Yeah,
Everyone starts stealing from them, just one individual person.
that's normal. Now, I've only got 3 moves, and unfortunately, 3 moves would end me there, and you're not allowed to end there. So I think I'm going to move 2 and draw an action card. Okay, that's my go done.
Right. So I draw an ignition card.
No, you draw a border card.
Ah, yes, you're on the border.
You're on the border.
Wow.
$25 in a fuel.
It's almost like it's rigged, isn't it, Paul? You
I
get
know.
50 25.
So the Caspian Sea, basically, Linda gets 3 dice rolls, and if she gets a 6, she crosses straight away.
Yep.
Otherwise, you get another turn at crossing.
3
and then
more rolls. Yep.
3 more rolls, and you've made it at the end of the second turn anyway.
Exactly.
Okay,
Yeah.
got it.
But you still use all your moves on the second turn, so you can't carry on
Yes.
into Kazakhstan.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this actual crossing can take between 5 or 7 days to actually set off.
Okay.
So with the boats in the Caspian Sea, they pull up at the dock. They're freight boats, so they take cars, lorries, all stuff.
Yeah.
And they literally just go when they're full. There's no
Right.
schedule, no departure. So
Wow.
unfortunately, if you arrive and no one else is there, you've probably got a bit of a wait.
So you literally sit on the boat for days before it
Yeah.
goes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Sounds like the ferries in Alaska.
Right. So
Well, since I may not be able to pick up action cards for a
Okay, I'm
while,
gonna steal a
I think
random
I'm
action card from
gonna
another
need
player.
one.
okay. Well, I have 2 action cards. So let's put them on the table, and you can steal
Oh.
whichever one of those you want to. Okay. Which one have you left me with? Ugh, that one. Okay, now do you want to try rolling to cross the Caspian Sea?
I do.
So, nothing there. Nothing there. And nothing there. Right, so that's your first turn spent. Now, does Linda have to draw another border card at the start of her next turn?
Nope. So effectively, she's over the border. She's kind of in no man's land
Right.
in the Caspian Sea. So no more drawing
So we
cards
probably
now.
want to put it there.
Yep.
Right,
So
got it. Okay. So my go, I'm currently here. I'm going to draw an ignition card. I notice another team behaving suspiciously. Choose another player to send directly to the embassy in the country they are in. Now, this is interesting. How
It
does this
is.
work when she's on a boat in the Caspian Sea?
So this is in the FAQs of the rules. So
It is, right, okay.
If in the Caspian Sea, you're still in Azerbaijan. Effectively, you've not travelled that far enough. I'm just going to say that in this case, you're going to get airlifted by a helicopter, and you'll go
Yep.
back to the embassy in Azerbaijan.
Right, there you go. And we'll explain how the embassies work at the start of Linda's next turn.
That's really quite unfortunate for Linda. Successfully
is.
got onto the boat, but now back on dry land.
Yeah. I have ordered another small violin to play. So, right, I'm going to go 3, and I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to visit the bridges of Isfahan.
Brilliant.
Take some photos. There you go.
And do you get a perk?
Oh,
Yeah,
no, hang on a minute. You can't end your turn there.
Ah.
I'm going to go 2 and draw an action card instead.
Yeah, makes sense.
That's me done. Now, did I have to pay my hostel fee? I didn't. I did. I have to pay hostel fees. Yeah.
Oh, yes, you do.
I forgot to pay
Unless there's something there that says, yeah, and Linda, you need to keep Paul in check. Make sure he's paying his accommodation. It's
There
a
you go.
thing.
I've paid for it. Okay, so, Linda, you start the turn at an embassy. How does that work then, Johnny?
It-
So it's the same as being on any hostel or hotel. You're on land. You're not. So the day starts with an ignition card.
Hmm.
Okay.
But does she get any money or anything like that?
Nope, just being sent there. Only in the situation where you run out of money does the embassy bail you out.
Oh, okay, right.
In that case, you'll get $100 to start your day, which is still not really enough. But in this case, you've just been sent there out of pure awkwardness by another team.
Yeah.
So my car has a fuel leak, and I have to return a fuel token.
This car of yours, I would definitely go back to Judith and ask for your money back.
Do you actually have a fuel token anyway, Linda? You don't.
I
Have one?
do not.
No. And actually, as I said earlier, using those fuel tokens that are on your table first before any of the cards really mitigates against getting them lost for any take that actions or anything.
Yeah. Okay.
So do I have to use this card?
No, I don't think you do. I think you can't lose what you don't have.
Yeah,
Would be my guess.
Yeah, if it's in your hand, if it's an action card, they don't know about it, and you're all good.
Yeah. Okay. So you still get 3 moves.
Oh. Gonna take forever.
Yeah, it is quite a setback, that, isn't it? Because it's going to cost another 2 turns to get to the Caspian Sea again.
Yeah. You don't have a +1 card at all, Linda, in your collection of action cards that could use?
Nope.
Nope. Okay.
Nope.
Okay. Right.
That's you done. And you're picking up an action card as well. Yeah. Cool.
Okay, so I get an extra move today. I'm going to pay my 25. There we go. Right. Okay, so I've got 4 moves. Now we're going to visit the bridges of Isfahan. That's that done. That's 1, 2. Get a fuel token.
Nice, yeah.
That's what we need.
You also get a fuel token for visiting the bridges of Isfahan.
Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pick a fuel token.
We do have in the rules, if you forget and it's not your move anymore, then that's unlucky. So.
Okay. So I've got 2 left. I'll just go here. And draw an action card. Right, I am done. Nice.
Over to you, Linda.
Ignition card. No mechanical repairs. Push on into the night. You have an extra move today.
So you've got 4 moves.
Boy. Alright, I am drawing an action card. Oh, maybe I can do 2 action cards.
2 action cards and 2 moves to the boat.
Yeah. Yep. And then a fuel token. Oh, I'm trying to move the dot, not the meeple. And then I'll go to the border.
Okay, so my turn. I've got 4 moves today. I have to pay 25 to the hostel. Okay, and 4 moves. Now, I think I'm only going to do 3. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. So I have to pay 25 for the toll road, and I draw an action card.
So you've got 2 attractions down so far. So you've got one attraction somewhere in front of you, but Linda's only got 1 down. So Linda's maybe mingled in the countries ahead.
Yeah, if Linda can get over the Caspian Sea fairly quickly, then you'll catch up.
Yeah. So actually, one thing I've just forgotten, sorry, Paul, is when you're down to 1 attraction card left, you need to show it face up on the board. So I suggest on the 2 that are down, just flip those over, and the 1 last remaining one goes face up, just to give your competitors a bit of a clue as to
where I'm going.
Plan is, yeah. Linda, you don't worry. You don't need to do that just yet, obviously.
Oh, I thought you meant the border crossing thing. Never mind.
Oh, no.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
So where are we up to? Linda's going.
I have to pay 25 and a fuel token to cross the border.
Right. Okay.
As usual. And
are you going to roll some dice, or have you got a sneaky?
I'm going to roll some dice.
Sneaky card.
I don't have a sneaky card. Yeah, I don't think that works there.
Oh, there you go.
Cool. Was that your first roll, Linda?
It was the first roll, yeah.
Yeah.
You do actually have 2 more moves that you
Wow.
can use. So the border crossing on whichever side that you're going to, and we are actually going to make a slight tweak on this in the next couple of weeks. It's effectively 2 halves of 1 crossing. So that border place on the other side, that's not 1 space. Your first hostel after that is your effectively your first move on the land.
Right.
So you'll have two moves to make, just ignoring that border icon on the other side.
Right.
Okay. So I go here, and then I can make 2 moves.
Yep.
Stay in this very nice hotel.
That's a hotel?
Yep.
Oh, yeah, it is.
The dark green spaces.
How many cards do I have? 1, 2.
But they do have a very nice swimming pool, I believe.
Oh, wait, I have too many cards.
How many cards can you have again?
You've got 6 there.
I
Yes.
just, yeah, I just realized I had 6.
Right.
I'm gonna make sure this is the one I want to get rid of. Yeah. All right, I'm done.
Okay, so I'm going to draw a border card. Start my turn. The border is closed. Well, that's my go done.
And no picking up action cards for you either.
No, Linda's totally caught up here.
All right.
So, ignition card at the start of your turn.
Oh. Oh,
no, that could actually be quite good.
Yeah, this card can be good or it can be bad. But I think actually in this case it might give Linda a bit of a head start depending on where they're going to.
So you get moved.
Where's the embassy for
There.
that?
South.
That's a,
No.
that's a different country.
Is it? Oh, it is.
Yep.
Kazakhstan doesn't have an embassy.
It is right in the south of Kazakhstan.
Oh.
Oh, it's all the way over there.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing, Linda?
Oh, that is bloody awesome. It
Okay.
also means I don't have to use an action card.
Yeah, and
you
your
go.
it says on the card, it says your turn ends now, so it's back to Paul.
That's fine.
Right. Okay. Well, I'm still trying to cross this border.
So if I was playing a new Paul, I would start really thinking about doing everything I can to slow the Linda down.
I am.
Yeah.
I am. So I'm going to start by giving the border card some cookies because I've heard that's a thing. I've paid my fuel token, and I've now got 3 moves.
This is actually some of these quite wiggly countries are quite good for kind of freight trains because they burn up a lot
Yeah,
of.
but I need to visit there
Okay.
and then go there. So that is my final sightseeing trip done. And I get 3 extra moves on my next turn.
Okay. Brilliant.
So I'll leave that face up just as a reminder.
Linda's still kind of navigating those 2 attractions, and you're just heading way to the
I've
finish
done them
line.
all. I've taken all my photos, and I just need to now get to Shanghai as soon as possible.
Yeah. Brilliant.
Right.
All right.
So Linda's turn,
Ignition car.
having got a new visa. Two moves today.
I only get 2 moves. Okay.
It's 2 moves what you need, though.
I don't think so. I think Linda's might have an attraction in Kazakhstan.
I think I need a fuel token though.
Steal a fuel token from another team. Oh, that's cruel. There you go. Have a fuel token.
I need to slow you down.
You do. I'm all the way back here.
All right, 2 moves. There's that other one.
Definitely think Linda's got an attraction in Kazakhstan, else this would be simple.
Well, I was thinking that, but she seemed to like the fact that the embassy took her all the way, that expired visa took her all the way to there.
Yeah.
We will see. So how many times, Johnny, did you have to visit embassies in the game? In the actual real life trip?
Probably 3 or 4. So not too
Okay.
bad. Sometimes it was a case of go and get a silly little stamp in order to leave, and that
Right.
sort of situation. So it wasn't bad, and we didn't get into too much trouble where we kind of needed rescue.
Okay.
So,
Right.
I'm done.
Are you done?
we actually.
Mhm.
Okay. So.
I have no idea where Linda's going, but I'm sure it'll all be revealed.
I'm going to draw one of these cards. So I take another $25 off Linda, which I then pay for the hostel. So if you just knock $25 off Linda, I will use that to pay for my hostel. I've then got 3 moves. Now this sounds like a lovely place, the Gates of Hell. Hasn't that been on the news recently?
It has, yeah.
I remember reading about that. It's the place that's on fire, and they were trying to put it out or something.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it was part of kind of a gas exploration project. I think it was 70s or something like that. And they were looking for gas. They found some gas and they decided they didn't want it, whatever, and they burn it off. It'll go out soon. It's been raging for 40 years.
Yeah.
We actually stood, almost with our legs hanging over one evening, camped right next to it, which was lovely.
Okay, so I'm going to try and go down this dotted route here. So first attempt, I need to roll evens. That's not evens. Second attempt. That's still not evens. Now, here's the thing. I can't have a third attempt, because if I do, I end up here.
Unless you've got a tent, you won't be able to stay there.
I don't have a tent. So I'm actually just going to skip my last move. I'm going to take an action card, but I am going to play the... Where is it? It's one of these. Steal a fuel token from another team. There you go. So you stole one from me. I'm going to steal it right back.
So that's
Not
a
only
great place to do that, because Linda's right to the
you
border.
have to pay for your gas.
Yeah. Okay, I'm done.
So,
I also forgot. I should have had 3 extra moves on my turn.
Yeah, that would have been really helpful as well.
Yeah, let's just say I'll have that next time, because I did forget.
Okay, yeah,
You
fine.
go ahead, because that's my. You
Yeah, I'm
get
gonna rest
6 moves.
Right, so I've got 6 moves. First card is Puncture. I've got to stay where I am.
I would, Paul, you've already taken the ignition card for the day, and those moves are the same day, right? So I would just carry on your go with those 3 extra moves.
Okay, we can do that. Let's put that card back then.
Obviously, if I was playing and we were competing in real life, I would
Oh, of
probably
course.
not.
Right,
But-
so we're going to try again to get up this dirt road. No. Yes. Finally. Drive by the Gates of Hell and end up on the border here. Right, now. Do I want to do anything? Yes, I'm going to steal a random action card from another player. So I would have done that before my last move.
Yeah. Cool. So
how many
Linda,
action
will
cards
you-
you got?
yeah.
It's all right. I can't see them, Linda. They're all face down for me.
Oh,
So I'll
that's
just
right.
have that one. Okay.
Oh, okay, you didn't get the one I wanted.
Okay,
But don't you get your normal turn too? Because
No, I
had
think
the
we'll
3
just-
rest day.
We'll just say that was my turn. That's fine.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think you're at the border, aren't you? Yes, you're at the border.
Oh,
It's a good
Yeah.
question. Are you planning on crossing the border, Linda, or do you need to go back into Kazakhstan? Because if you're going back into Kazakhstan, you'll need to take an ignition card. But if you're literally crossing,
I have to cross the border.
Yeah.
okay, border card then.
Search your car and refuse your entry. What have you been
Yeah.
carrying? Too many illegal board games. That's what it is.
You can still take your 3 action cards though, but you will need to discard one once you've picked up 3.
Right. So while Linda's doing that, I will take my border card. I've got to roll an odd number to cross the border today for free. If I roll an even number, I don't get any moves. Right. Okay. Let's see what we get. It is odd. Excellent. So I cross for free. but I have to pay the fuel token, which I will. There's the fuel token gone. Right, so I've got 3 moves. Right, now I just need to get there as fast as I can.
Yep.
Bearing in mind, I've currently now got no fuel.
You've got a few interesting choices to make here, because you can go in the north of Uzbekistan. Remember, there's no fuel in Uzbekistan either.
Yeah.
You won't be able to go to a fuel station. It's just working out what's the best, do you go for 2 border crossings by going kind of whizzing through Kyrgyzstan, or do you just go for a simpler route, but maybe a few more steps?
I think we're going to go 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, I think it's your safest option.
Yeah. So, rules question.
Yep.
If I try to leave the border here and I don't have any fuel, you're saying I've got to turn back,
Yep.
but there are no fuel spaces in Uzbekistan, so what happens then?
So this is why we've put quite a large ratio of opportunities to get fuel in the action cards.
Okay, right.
You'll end up, you might just chill out on a border for a few days, and all you'd be doing is wishing you pick up something useful from the action card
Okay,
deck
got it.
to allow you to steal or whatever.
Yeah, I see. Right, I'm done. So Linda's go. What you got? $25 to pass and a fuel token.
These border guards don't like me.
$25 is good. That's kind of like a good card.
$25 is nothing. He's all right.
So I'm quite intrigued here because Linda's got 2 attractions left.
I know.
They won't have been both in China, so this is an interesting route.
It is.
Plan. But I'm open-minded
We'll
to
see.
it.
Okay, I have to roll an even card. Oh wait, where's
Go
that
along
one?
here, yeah.
I'm not doing that. There's too many cards against
Magic
me.
dice. Okay.
I get past that,
So you make it to
What
there.
are you doing?
and then there, and I have to stop there because I don't have a +1.
Okay. So I'm going to reveal a border card. Border is closed. My turn is over. Back to you, Linda.
So now I do an ignition card to see what else breaks on my car.
Oh,
Seriously, return all your fuel tokens.
you don't have any fuel tokens.
I do.
So that's fine. Still get you 3 turns. And is it a nice hotel? It is a nice hotel, so
Oh, it's a nice hotel.
yeah, it's a very nice
I
hotel.
get the colors confused. That's okay because I have this card.
Freetown Road Pass. Yep.
Oh, nice. Okay, right. So that was 1.
And I don't get to move because it's a border.
Oh, that's true. Yep.
So I'll take 2 action cards.
Right. Okay, so where am I? I'm on a border. Let's draw the card. See what we get. $25 to pass and a fuel token. So I currently don't have any fuel tokens. So I'm going to play this card. Free fuel pass.
Yep.
But I still need to pay $25. It's down to 225. And now I'm going to move 3. Now at this point, I need the fuel. So we're just going to move 2 to there and draw an action card.
Cool. Are you going to roll for that dirt road?
Oh, I've got to roll for the dirt road. Yes. Sorry, forgot about that. It's odds. So oh, yeah.
You got 3 moves though, have you?
Well, yeah, but I've already drawn a card. So that's okay. Yeah, my
yeah.
bad.
Yeah, sorry.
Right, Linda's go. You draw a
Nice.
border card.
See how bad my cookies were.
And you get again
Roll
an
an
odd
odd
number.
number.
Yeah.
Yay! Let's see if I can do this.
Nope.
Nope.
So you skip your turn, but you do draw 3 action cards.
I skipped my turn.
Yeah, you can't cross the border. But you can still draw 3 action cards. Right. I'm going to draw an ignition card. You realise your visa is expired, move directly to the embassy in your current country. Now, if you're at the border, that means I have to go back, is that right?
Yeah, you're not at the border. You're
Oh, I'm not at
firmly
the
in.
border, am I? Oh,
So
perfect.
that's quite useful apart from your slight fuel shortage.
Yes.
But I think it's probably still better for you
It is.
than not. Yeah.
I think so.
Same thing happened to Linda actually here, the same spot.
Yeah. Okay.
Correct. I think your
Hold
turn
on.
ends. Your turn ends now, so that's you done.
Oh, my turn ends.
Yep.
Your
So
turn ends now. Right, I'm done then. Yep.
Hold on just a second.
I can start planning where I'm going to go next.
Yeah, Linda, you look like you've got 6 action cards at the moment.
Yeah, I'm trying to find the one that I'm trying to discard.
Ooh. Oh, yeah, this is good.
All right.
Okay, so you're on a border space.
Border card.
$50 to pass. And a fuel token. Shocking. You can just type the number in, Linda, if you wanted. If that was
I
quicker.
can?
Yep.
Yeah,
Just
that's
click on it
way
and just type
quicker.
it in. So you're down to 150. And I assume you've got a card for a fuel token.
I do. Somewhere in here.
Linda's looking dangerously low on money.
Yes.
Just knowing what's coming up.
So I'm going to play this card.
Freight train, yep.
Mm-hmm.
So you move 8 spaces within Kyrgyzstan.
Just to note, Linda, you can't jump off and jump back on the train. So anything that you go through on the train is not as valid as kind of being checked. So if you pass through a fuel station on your train, on your freight train, you can't pick up a fuel token. Likewise with an attraction, you are not going to have long enough to take a decent picture. So you'll just shuttle on through. So if you are looking at going, ticking off an attraction, you can't do it whilst on a train.
Oh, and I can't stop at attraction, can I?
No.
Yeah.
Not unless you've got a tent.
I do not.
No one's got it. No one's had a
Nope,
tent
I
yet.
haven't seen any tents. Seen lots of trains.
2 tents in that deck. So if I was another player, if I was playing this game, I'd be actually thinking that I'm not overly worried about Linda at the moment because they've got hostels to pay for. You're gonna have to get out of Kyrgyzstan at some point, which is going to be another border. That'll be $50. So I think a trip to the bank definitely worthwhile.
What's this? Put your foot down, +1 move. Okay, so you've got 4 moves this turn.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
Interesting. Okay.
Right, my go. Where am I? I'm at the embassy. So I draw an ignition card. Rest day. Okay, that's it. Done. I'll have a rest in the embassy.
Yeah, why not? At least you're not paying for accommodation.
That's true. That is true. Do you
It's not
normally pay at the embassy?
To sleep there? I don't know. But in terms of no, the answer is no.
Okay.
Whenever you end up in an embassy, you're not paying for anything.
You're not paying for it. Okay.
It's a safe place to sleep for free. It's all good.
Yeah. Linda, you've got to take an ignition card, I'm afraid.
Oh, that's right.
Because you might be having a rest day as well.
I already had one. Or 2.
Uh-oh.
Oh, seriously.
You've just renewed your visa as well.
You've got to go to the embassy again.
Yeah. Right. Back to me. If you pass an attraction on this turn, pick up a bonus bank card from the ATM pile. Right. I'm not going to do that. I'm just moving 1, 2, and drawing an action card.
Right. So I'm going to guess that you've planned ahead on the fuel side of things.
He says. Oh, no, wait a minute. Yeah, where's my fuel? Yeah, no. 1, 2, 3. Thank you. I had forgotten about the fuel. Okay. Then what I'm going to do is I am going to play this card. Oh, so before my last move, so I'm still at the petrol station at the moment, still at the fuel station. I'm going to play this card, and I am going to swap up to 3 action cards with a single player. So I'm going to swap this card, and this card.
Okay.
Now, how does this work? Does Linda see what I'm giving her?
Well, yeah. It doesn't really. I mean, with 2 players, it just, she'll see it. But yeah. So you just give her the cards and then you take the 3 that. Well, she's only got 3, hasn't she?
You've only got 3 cards, so I take all of your cards.
Ooh. Hey, give me back my attractions.
Sorry. Oh, hang on. There we go. Let's take these ones.
Yeah, that's it.
Well, that takes away my last saving grace.
Yeah. But Linda, you know Paul's got them, so there might be an opportunity to swap them back and steal them back.
Oof. Right. Okay.
I think you may have screwed up Linda's plans a little bit.
Right. I done. Sorry.
Yeah.
You have to get that violin out again.
Yeah, I think so. And then my third move is back to the hostel. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Linda's go. So starting the turn on the embassy, draw an ignition card.
Oops.
It was free anyway, but yeah, you've got your 3 moves.
Yay. All right. 1, 2.
See another attraction.
Yep.
Oh, it's fallen off the edge.
It'll come back. There it is. So you get the perk from that, which is 2 action cards. And then presumably you go back to the crossroads here.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll do mine. I've hit a pothole a little too hard. Pass a fuel station on this turn or pay 25. Well, that's fine, I think, because I can go 1 to a fuel station, 2, 3.
Yeah.
That gets me another fuel token as well.
Yeah. You're in a lucky place
Nice.
to get that
Very
card.
lucky. Very lucky. Right, I'm done. No, I needed to pay for my £25 hostel charge.
Right.
Okay, done. Linda. Uh-oh, what have you been doing up this time?
No. So
You're fine.
yeah.
So when did you get pulled over by the police then, Johnny?
To be honest, from the end of Iran, at least once a day.
Wow. Okay.
And we found that the people in this part of the world are some of the most friendly people in the world. But the police in some countries will get to, so they were by the time we got to kind of Kyrgyzstan, we just drove past them because we realised nothing bad happened.
Okay.
Yeah. We would end up just driving past and waving at them.
Right.
Not my official advice, just by the way. Yes.
Top tip, don't do that. Buy them cookies instead.
Yeah, exactly. So Linda, you rolled and got the 6.
Yep.
So you don't need to pay. You can wave on by and carry on through. Okay. So actually, you've only really got a day between the two of you.
Yeah.
Not that much of a gap. I thought when Kyrgyzstan, I thought, but it's not as distant as I thought.
Right. So 150 and a fuel token to cross the border. And what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to play Freight Train.
Good time to use
So
it.
8
Imagine
spaces.
where you got that.
Yeah. I've got 3 of them. I've got 3 of them in my hand. So
That's Linda's freight train, isn't it?
2, 3,
He got
4,
2 of them from me.
5, 6, 7, 8. I think. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah, and that's a hotel that you're staying on. Yeah,
It is a hotel.
For that.
That's me done.
Okay. So, Paul, I don't know if you want any advice. It'd be
No, I'm
nice if
okay.
you- No, okay,
I
fine,
think.
cool.
Yeah,
No, I'm not going to. Let's see what happens.
we'll see what happens. I'm on the final stretch. I mean, it does say here, no trains.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Linda's on a border, right? Yeah.
Yep.
So $25 in a fuel token.
So 25.
And the card, I guess.
Yep.
There you go. Fuel token card.
And I am going to play this to get an extra movement.
Okay. So 4 moves.
Actually, I rescind that.
Do you need 4 moves?
I don't.
I think you
Go there, get a fuel
don't.
token.
Get a fuel.
Mhm.
2, 3. Okay.
Okay.
Right. So I'm going to start my turn at a fancy hotel. Let's have a look at the card. It is no problems for me today. Excellent.
Oh,
So I do have to pay $50. So I'm down to my last $100. But I get 3 moves. So 1, getting a fuel. 2, and then I'm going to try and roll the dice to move along the dirt road. Nope. So
Is that your last move as well? Yeah.
that was my last move.
So you got another night in a hotel, I think. I think that's a hotel.
It is. Yeah, running short on money now. Yeah, this was the advice. You were probably going to tell me to go to the bank before I do this. Yeah, because that's going to be 50 there.
Yeah. It's,
And then if I don't make... Oh, yeah, it's going to be tight. It's going to be very tight.
And I'm sure Linda's thinking, if she's got any way to steal any money off you, then that
Yeah.
might be...
Well, all right, so border crossing.
Border card, yeah. Oh, free to get past. Just a fuel. You do have a fuel token, so... Okay, and 3 moves.
1, 2.
Is this somewhere that you needed to go to?
Nope.
Nope. Okay, right. So you've moved through to there. So my go, we desperately need a free upgrade. What have we got? Someone broke your mirrors. Okay, well that's not good at all.
No, so that's your $50 for your hotel and $25 for
Yeah.
So the only way you can win this is by a perfect straight now. So a perfect roll on the 2 dirt road and your $25 left for your toll road. So if everything goes to plan, you're going to be absolutely fine.
It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. I'm going to use my first move to try along the dirt path. Yes. I'm then going to use my next 2 moves to draw action cards.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
Done.
Okay. Back to Linda. Oh, I'm really rooting for Linda. Sorry about that. More
Pull this
close
close
today.
again. Right. So my go. I'm going to draw an ignition card.
No problems.
No problems. Right. So I have to pay 25. That's my last 25. So I have no money left.
I think I know what your strategy might have been.
But... Oh, so I can't actually afford it?
Well, did you just paid for your accommodation, didn't you? 25.
I have, yes.
Yeah. So as soon as you're hit with a cost you can't pay for, so you can win the game with nothing in the bank, but as soon as
Yeah.
you're with something, so I thought you might have a free toll road.
No, unfortunately not. I gave them all away because I thought I don't need these. So I'm actually not going to move. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to draw action cards. So I'm going to play this card to delay a team by 1 day. So unfortunately,
So
Linda's
What he
skipping.
got from me.
Check out from you.
What's in the card again?
Have you got any fuel? No, it doesn't matter. Right, and then I'm then going to draw 3 action cards.
Okay.
Okay. Now I've got to throw some of these away.
Yes, you throw 3 of those, 2 of those away.
So I'm going to throw that one away. And I'll throw that one away.
Not for camping.
Okay. And then, because Linda's skipping her turn,
It's you again.
it's me again.
So you'll need to-
But this doesn't work.
Yeah, so you need to pay $25 now. So you're now landed a charge that you can't pay. So it's straight to the embassy for you.
Well, I draw the card first. I might get super lucky.
You might get free accommodation.
No. So I've got a fuel leak. I lose the fuel, but now I have to pay for my accommodation. I don't have the money to pay for the accommodation, so the hotel manager or the hostel manager phones the embassy and says, "Oi,"
Come and get him.
and sends me all the way back here.
Yep.
Right. Now what happens? Do I still get to take my turn?
No, it's the end of your turn. As soon as you get sent to an embassy, it's the end of your turn.
But do I get any money? I get $100, don't I?
So you get $100 because you've been sent there.
Right. Okay, done. Linda's go. So close. So close.
So what happens if I don't have the fuel token?
You've got to turn back.
Yeah. Do you not have an action card that will help you get through that?
Nope.
Not like a border pass card or a free fuel pass?
Nope.
Or if you've got to steal a fuel token card, you can use.
I discarded it because I was being nice.
Okay.
But
well,
here's the thing, rules-wise. You're saying that I had to draw my ignition card at the very start of my turn and pay for my hostel costs.
Oh, so I have to draw my border pass card
Yeah,
first.
before I could play one of my action cards. So I think Linda has to draw a border card first.
Yes, yeah, but Linda, so in this case, this is a good clarification. It is in the FAQ because it's a bit slightly complicated. You make a choice here, so you've got your free accommodation on the border. But if you want to try crossing the border, you take your border crossing card, right? But know that you've got no fuel and your only option is to go back into the country. You need to take an ignition card because once you've taken that border card, you're committing to crossing the border and you can't go back in land into the country.
Okay.
We'll pop that back in. So Linda's basically choosing not to cross the border, turn round, go back, draws an ignition card instead. Right, got it. I see.
So then I'm not crossing into Mongolia. I would stay in Russia.
Yeah, so unless you've got a fuel token, that's really your only option.
And if I draw the border card and I don't have the fuel token, then what happens? You go back to the last border and you lose your turn?
Nothing will happen.
I guess you stay where you are.
Stay exactly where you are.
Oh, okay. So, that would give me 4 turns. All right, so then I will play this.
Yep, for 4 moves. You've
Get
still got to do an ignition card, though, if you're not crossing
that's
the border.
right.
So don't play your action card until you've done your ignition card. You might get a perk there anywhere.
Yeah, off you go. And then you put your foot down, speed past the police, get 4 moves.
So I can go 1, 2,
3, back
3.
out again.
Get a fuel token.
Yep.
And go back.
Okay. So, ignition card for me. No problems. I'm at the embassy, so I don't have to pay anything. And I'm going to get on another freight train.
Oh, I thought that might be coming.
So,
My
8
other
moves.
card.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But you can't stop there.
No, so you'd have to stop on the one before.
Which is 50. Oh, this
and
is
you're
getting...
into 100.
I'm going to stop here. I'm going to get the freight train to there.
Yeah, Fast and Furious doesn't win this game.
No, you need to get the money. There's so much money you need at the end for these things. Right, okay, I'm done.
So back
Alright.
to you.
So I'm on a road. Oh, so I draw the ignition card.
Oh. So I'll knock 25 off. Okay. And you add 25 on, but then you've got a hostel charge of 25, so
Yeah.
your money
that's
stays the same.
Um,
And I guess you're heading back to the
Alright.
border.
I guess I am. No any other way to get there. So
You'll have 2
one,
moves and you'll have an extra one to pick up an
Yeah.
action.
So, and you can pick up an action card. Okay, my go. Car is overheated. I'm down to 2 moves today, which is fine. So I pay me 25, I go to the bank, and I go back.
Yeah, I think that's wise.
The bank was
there we go.
200.
You're sorted.
Hey. So I'm just going to add 175 on.
Yeah.
So I'm up
Oh,
to
you're paying for
250.
your accommodation as well. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
that's me done. Now, hopefully, I've got enough money to make it. So, Linda's drawing a border card.
your turn.
Oh, you've been smuggling things again, have you? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm smuggling them.
Oh,
the
well, I've been
fuel
pulled over
and-
by the police. I said I was going to be okay, but actually, oh,
I think
$50 might still be enough.
you've got an.
I got 3 moves. 1, 2, 3. Getting a fuel token that I don't need.
Yep.
That's me done. Linda's
We
trying to
actually
cross the
have
border again.
An action card in the pack that allows you to give a fuel token to the player if you're generous. But it's a great way to get someone on your side. And
Okay.
off the record, there's always been ways to kind of make a promise as a result of giving them a fuel.
Is Linda getting searched again?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Really?
You can still draw 3 action cards.
Yeah, it could be a good time to maybe swap out
Oh,
action cards.
I didn't do that last turn. I didn't think about that.
Oh, I've been pulled over by the police again. Oh no, this is going disastrously wrong. Oh, 150, and then I have to pay my hotel costs.
Yeah.
Oh, it was all looking so good.
I think you might just make it. You might just
I think I
struggle
might.
with the
So
fight.
I'm
Can I
gonna-
still play event cards?
1.
Sorry?
Can I still play event cards?
Only when you
I-
go, yeah.
Yeah.
Have I got
So
enough
do you
money
pay
for that?
for your,
I do.
Did you pay for your toll road there?
I'm about to.
Yeah.
Okay, and then if I get evens, I'm home and dry. Done.
Ah. Well done.
That was close at the end there. Yeah, I didn't realise with the map layout, the fact that you need the hotel costs and the toll. It's actually
Yeah,
quite
it's-
expensive, this last bit, isn't it?
Particularly punishing in the last few stages, and it does mean that you've got to plan ahead. You've got to have at least $100 really in that bank. I think Linda, you had a few. That the attractions were quite balanced, but you did have a specifically hard set. You kind of had to go around the houses a bit. Although I did find it interesting that you went to Kyrgyzstan via China. It was an interesting plan.
Well, when they sent me to the embassy, I thought that was the.
But you could have come up here.
Yeah.
I guess I could have. Yeah, that probably would have been shorter. I
Yeah.
just was.
But I think also Paul stealing those freight trains, it seemed like
Yeah.
you kind of
Yeah. Well, he also stole the one that caused the person to skip a turn.
Yes.
yeah. So that was. It sounded like it looked like you did the perfect set of those action cards ready to pick whenever. Paul just
Yeah.
swooped and off you. Which
Yeah.
is a bit,
So one question, Johnny. This journey that took you 2 months to make,
Yeah.
why did you do it?
Why not? Why not? We did it raising money for charity. We raised I think it was about £6,000 for charity.
Right, okay.
But why would you not just want to get in a car and head out trip? Because
I can give you a few reasons. There's the pulled over by the police. There's stopped at the border. There's people breaking your wind mirrors.
it is true. It is true. But some of these countries are just stunning. We went
Yeah.
through it. We spent 5 or 6 days in Iran, and it's probably one of the most beautiful countries I've ever been to. It's
Right,
not
okay.
what you think. So yeah, and Uzbekistan, there's people may have bigger, more monumental cities. It's just really stunning, and the people are really what make this part of the world so special. You saw a card in there that said a generous loan paid for your accommodation. Sort of based on truth. We had a few nights in Turkmenistan when we were actually setting up our tent in a car park because there was no hotel nearby, and some guy just came out and said, "What are you doing, you crazy people?" Pretty much. And we spent the night at his house, and he fed us and he watered us and made us. You wouldn't do that in the UK, would you? You know, if you were walking down the road. No. And that's what makes this part of the country so special, because, you know, they don't necessarily have that kind of touristy bias or incentive that some other countries in Asia, you know, they're very, very welcoming and just want you to enjoy their country.
Yeah, okay. So just before we wrap things up, a lot of people who watch my channel regularly know that I cover Euro-style games. This is not that at all. This is not aimed at that. I'm guessing that your target audience for this is families who want to play a board game about travelling around the world. Yeah,
it is that. It's all, the second time you play very differently as well. You more reliant on action cards. If you play the game once already, the second time you play, it turns more slightly into that gateway of just managing your resources and you know really saving those action cards and putting them out at strategic times for stealing fuel tokens and so on. It's a sort of I play a lot of social deduction games with my friends, those sort of games. This is a game that I would have on my shelf for when I want to play with my non-board gamer friends.
Yes.
The ones who are like, oh, I don't want to play a board game. And actually, this is one that I'd enjoy and they would enjoy as well.
Yeah.
As opposed to ripping out Werewolf and saying, hey, do you want to learn this?
Yeah. And certainly the artwork of this game is fantastic. You were telling me a little bit before the stream started of the artist that you've got for this. And she's not done any other illustrations before professionally, is that right?
No, not in the sense of a board game. No, so the first one that she designed. And, you know, it was really hard wrapping around in a circle. We're still trying to retain geography and shape. And she's done a really good job, because we want these countries to sort of be, if we strip out, obviously it's all in Photoshop as layers, strip out all the border lines and everything, we kind of wanted it to be recognizable, those individual countries. And she's managed to do that.
No, the artwork is very nice. So it is a 2 to 4 player game. Are there any thoughts on a solo mode? 2 to 5. Okay, right.
No thoughts on a solo mode, because, you know, as you saw, you stole Linda's action cards and that really messed up their plan. And that's the nice element that you get, and it becomes more intense further in the game, especially with 3 players, because you'll find 2 people gang up together and take it out on that winner, which really pulls them back and slows them down. So with those kind of 3 or 4 players, you get a bit less take that and a little bit more really targeting that winner. Them down, and you get a little bit more sense of strategy in there. In 2 player, it's a little bit more take that, but more than that. And
okay. Would you be open to the possibility of a solo mode? Because I can assure you that there is a possibility of a solo mode for this game. You would lose that element of the player interaction, but it's definitely possible with a slightly different set of cards, I would have thought.
I absolutely right this second can't even wrap my head around it. But perhaps I would love to have a chat. Work, because totally open to that. I think I'm so focused on, you know, play the action card, pull down the other person. I couldn't see how it worked.
Well, see how many people on the Kickstarter page ask about solo modes, because solo modes these days are a very big thing in board gaming. But as I say, it depends on your target audience. If your target audience for this and the people who are going to be backing this on Kickstarter are predominantly families who are wanting a board game experience, they're probably not interested in a solo mode. But from gamers' point of view, gamers will definitely want a solo mode in there.
Yeah, and we've got 30 attractions. One of our other playtesters, Jim Gamer, I don't know if you've come across Jim, he tried playing this game with 10 attractions each, something like that.
Right, okay.
We recommend 2 or 3, and he loved it with that many.
Yeah, it's a possibility. You definitely add that in as a variant rule. Just play with more than 3 attractions if you want to, because it's the same game. It will take longer to play, and you have to plan your route more carefully, but there's no reason why you can't do that.
Absolutely not. So,
Excellent. So the Kickstarter goes live in, what time is it now?
It goes live in an hour and a half time. So
An hour and a half time. Yeah.
UK time. Yeah.
The link to the Kickstarter is in the description of the video. So if you are interested in having a look at it, then put it on there. How long is your Kickstarter going to be running for?
We're running for 30 days.
Okay, so 30 days as of today. So if you're not watching this video live, if you're watching this video afterwards, it is currently, what day is it? March the something?
8th.
I've lost track.
March
March
the
the 8th. So you're going to be running till the start of April, probably the first week in April.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. And when are you looking to go into production and people to actually get their copies of it?
So other than 1 or 2 attraction cards, we've got our 5th prototype on our desk, so it's pretty much ready to print at the end of the Kickstarter campaign.
Okay.
We've also play tested with around 6 people already. So files will actually be with our manufacturer most likely the very start of May. We're looking at getting these landed from a manufacturer's kind of end of October, November time.
Okay, so hopefully in time for Christmas.
Maybe, not going to promise it, but
No. Yeah, production at the moment is all over the place, as well as shipment and things like that, as far as you know, as you probably well know. So
only too well.
Excellent. Yeah. Right. Well, thank you very much for your time today. Thank you, Linda, for joining me. Apologies for stealing your cards.
Oh, that's a card. I stole some of yours. Thank you for letting me play.
You did. It's all in good faith. And we'll wrap things up. Thank you very much to everybody for watching. Thank you very much to all of my Patreon supporters for funding the channel and helping me continue to make videos. And if you found this video useful, leave me a comment and let me know. But I do these videos in the hope that I can provide you with information about how the game plays to help you make a decision on whether you back it or not. But for now, thank you very much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.